So we've taken a vote now on who you think, other than Bromden, McMurphy, and Nurse Ratched, is probably the most influential characters beside those three. So you can see we've got some Cheswicks, some Billies, some Hardings. Interesting, Jay. Jay put up here the disturbed nurse on the nurse on Disturbed. She could be disturbed as well. Candy, okay. Pete, Candy. Let's see, we've got Harding. Let's see if we've got anybody else here.
Can you spell your name?
Yeah, J-E-E.
Yeah, you put J-A-E-E.
All right, so we've got those main ones on here. So who would like to start with their argument for?
Actually, can I ask the class a question?
Sure.
So I was just wondering, because I believe that Cheswick is a major character. So do you guys agree with me that without Cheswick, then the outcome of the story would have been completely different? Because
Wait, no, continue.
oh no, because without him committing suicide, nobody would have ever regained hope, or McMurphy would have never seen what he was doing, and he changed his ways again. So.
Not necessarily, because while Cheswick, his suicide was extremely influential, I feel like his main purpose was just there to make noise before his suicide actually impacted the ward. But if you think about it, the ward is separate from outside time. It just goes on and on. So I feel like knowing McMurphy's personality, and I don't think that he would have been able to just be docile for the rest of his life. Because I'm pretty sure that Nurse Ratched wouldn't be so inclined to releasing him. I feel like she would want to break him beforehand. But I feel like something would have happened, like Billy Bibbit sleeping with Candy and that stuff happening. And I don't think it would have just been the same throughout.
Alright, I wanted to address the fact that there's a difference between a character being a main character and his actions being a big part of the book. Because characters that aren't really important in the book from before can just do something spectacular that changes the outcome of the book, like what Cheswick did was commit suicide. I wanted to ask the group whether or not they think that as soon as a character does something that changes the plotline, they become a main character, or is it that they have to be a main character throughout the entire book to be considered one?
I don't think that a main character consists of time in the plot. Harding was there for almost the whole book, adding in comments, but I don't think he's a main character compared to, I suggested Candy, because Candy appears 2 times in the 2 or very little time in the plot actually, but she not only was influential, but kind of symbolized hope in my opinion. Because a lot of people say that McMurphy was hope because he was the main source of rebellion against the war, but every time Candy appeared, the patients also got hope from her, albeit through bad encounters, I guess. But every time she appeared, the plotline drastically changed, and I think that makes her a main character along with her symbolism.
Being a main character, it's just not how much influence they have, but I think from a reader's point of view, a main character is how well you know their character and how deeply you know about their personality and their objectives. Because that's my point with Harding, because we knew Harding on a really intimate level, which enabled us to know his motives and know his struggle with his sexuality and his conflict with his wife. While other characters that didn't appear as often and didn't contribute as much to the book, even though they may have had really influential actions that affected other people, we didn't really know them on a personal level, which kind of defeats the purpose of being a main character.
Yeah, going along with what Angela said, there's a really big difference between being an influential character, and a main character. So Cheswick, his suicide was very influential, and it changed the whole dynamic of the ward and kind of revived McMurphy's want to help patients. But on the other hand, Harding was more of a main character because we really knew him on a deeper level, and though he didn't do something as drastic as his suicide, and he didn't influence other people as much, he was more of a main character because we knew him on a deeper level and he was more of a round character.
But I have a question though, do you guys think if Harding was like taken out of the book, would the plot still be somewhat the same? It's like I believe that still would be like somewhat the same, like go along the same lines.